All right, y'all. I am excited about this. I've been pumped up about it ever since we decided to do this. Ever since Britt came to me and was like, "Dude, we need to make a competition." Um, and I think everyone else is too because the feedback on it has been just unbelievable. So I'm going to introduce our contenders, and I'm going to start off with Jess Norris, the queen of Bitmojis and badassery, dropping one-liners and seeing herself out. Hi, Jess.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Thank you so much for this. I'm so excited about this.
Yeah, I'm excited too. It's going to be a good time, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next up is Britt Crawford, the self-proclaimed funniest accountant on LinkedIn, the relentless gift power ranking contestant, and telling restaurant stories that make us cringe. What is up, Britt?
Hey, Chris, thanks for doing this. If you can't tell from my post for like the last 3 weeks, I'm super pumped to be here to do this.
Every time I turn around, I'm getting a notification. Britt Crawford mentioned you in a post. Britt Crawford mentioned you in a comment. And I was like, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
So, and I would like to point out the funniest accountant on LinkedIn title is actually given to me by James. That's not self-proclaimed. So
okay.
James gave me that title.
All right, and next up is a fellow Texan from Dallas. He's a guy who tells dad jokes and puns and drops them with impeccable delivery. What is up, Derek?
Hey, I appreciate that intro. That was slick.
Yeah, man. We've already got people showing up. Jeff's here. Martin's here. That is awesome. So why don't we start with you, Jess, and just kind of tell us how you got to get in, or how you came into seeing yourself out.
Yeah, so I love to laugh at the absurdities of life.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of them in my life. I've overcome a lot of adversity during my lifetime. I'm a caregiver to my mom who has MS. I have a son on the spectrum. And I have a neurotypical daughter, and I myself have MS, and so we cope, and the way we cope is through laughter. Wow. And I am a huge proponent of using laughter as a way to manage your stress, as a way to overcome adversity. That is my number one goal, and bringing laughter back to the workplace.
Right on.
I have found that. Through even before the pandemic, I think a lot of people have forgotten how to laugh, and it has been a struggle. Thank you. A lot of people have forgotten how to laugh. A lot of people have forgotten how to be themselves, and I think it's so important. So the dad jokes are a way not only for me to connect with my kids, but to bring a level of humor that doesn't offend anybody and keeps people laughing. And that's what it's about.
Right on. That's what I'm talking about. Meg's here. Hey, Meg. Hey, Jeff. Alex is here. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, this is a great. Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a great crowd. Derek, why don't you go?
Yeah, so growing up, my dad would always tell stupid dad jokes. You always get a kick out of them. Didn't know like they weren't funny because I know nothing to compare it to, you know. Yeah, more like dead jokes. That's right, Jeremy. So really, where it came from was this year. You know, I did some reflection. I was like, man, I need to create more than I consume. I want to do more. I want to be more, right? So that's taken a lot of different forms. Doing lots of experiments and crazy stuff with my kids. Reading and trying to write more. And one of them was, hey, I'll post more on LinkedIn. I'll share thoughts there. And to be honest, I got kind of bored with it. And LinkedIn's kind of funny, kind of weird. You know, a lot of people like all these funny, you know, the typical, oh, I went for a job interview. I stopped to help a dog, so I missed it. And then the dog called me back next day and gave me the job. I'm like, this is absurd. I'm just going to post jokes. I'm just going to kind of make fun of it. And it became a thing. And like Jess was saying, you know, I take myself too seriously most of the time, and I forget how to laugh sometimes. And so it's just a good reminder for me to kind of stay down to earth and I love making people laugh too. I love being the one cracking the jokes. So that's where that comes from.
Yeah. Now, if we can only get LinkedIn to give us the laughing reaction, we'll be doing all right.
Seriously.
For sure.
Awesome, man. What about you, Brett? How did you come to be the king of dad jokes?
Well, first of all, I just want to give a shout out to Alex and Lewis for introducing me to Dr. Jess and Derek here by tagging me on their posts and telling me I had some competition to be, king of the dad joke. But for me, the dad jokes was just kind of an evolution. Years ago, I started posting on LinkedIn occasionally so my office is in a small town in Oklahoma, and headquarters for our companies in Houston. And so just to make sure that people didn't forget about me, I'm like, I'll post on LinkedIn occasionally. They can see my face. And if I post wise sayings, then people will associate wisdom with me. And then everyone just figured out I'm just a wise ass. So then I, started posting dad jokes. So that's how we got here.
Yeah, there's Alex right there. Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with being a wise ass.
Got me this far.
Yeah, right.
Nothing but success here.
Got you all the way to a live show on LinkedIn, right?
Yeah, we've made it now.
Oh, man. All right. Well, are y'all ready to get started?
Yes, may the best woman win.
Yeah. All right. So just real quick for everybody watching, in case you missed it in the post, we're going to go around, let them do their thing. And then as soon as this is over, I'm going to post a poll. And I'm not going to post each one of their jokes. I'm just going to post their name. So you're going to have to choose who you want to win. The poll's only going to be up for 24 hours. And then at the end of the 24 hours, we'll announce the winner. All right.
We can announce the winner now. And
Let's get it done with. Save the trouble. There you go.
All right, Jess, since you're talking all the smack, why don't we let you?
I had mentioned, I just want to say that we had mentioned before that a lot of people have forgotten how to laugh during COVID, and it was obviously a very, very serious, pandemic. It affected a lot of people in such terrible ways, except for Antarctica. No one in Antarctica got COVID-19. It's because they were so isolated.
Oh.
It's okay now. It's fine.
You'll see yourself out. And I love that. Like, I love that about your way you end those. Because I went back and looked at your profile this morning, and I'll see myself out. Like, it's a dad joke all the way. You know what I mean? Right. All right, Britt, hit it one time.
Well, Dr. Jess started us on a pandemic note. So I just want to, you've seen my restaurant stories I put out there. I just want to give a shout out to restaurants right now as they start to reopen and recover. Make sure you guys are going out there and get them your business, especially pizza restaurants, because they really need the dough.
Oh, you'll see yourself out too.
I'm here all 50 more minutes. So.
All 50 more minutes, right on. All right, Derek, hit us with your best shot.
Well, on the subject of the pandemic of COVID, I a while ago got my vaccine, but what's crazy, I heard they've come out with some new vaccines that are coming out. And what's wild is I heard Eminem, the rapper, he's come out with a vaccine as well. It only takes one shot.
Oh. Let me go shut my door so that phone will quit.
I think Chris just saw himself out.
Yeah,
he's done
myself out.
That's right.
Yeah. It only takes one shot. Well, that's a step up from everything else, isn't it? Mm-hmm. All right, Jess, you're up.
Oh, you're not participating in this?
No. Oh, I do have one.
Please.
Hey, there we go.
And this is going to be and I even had it on my notes here, and I forgot about it. How terrible is that? This one is for Brett. You know why Texas doesn't fall into the ocean?
Why is that, Chris?
Because Oklahoma sucks so hard.
Oh, man.
Oh man.
Hey, Oklahoma is like Texas's stepbrother. You can't do that to us, man. You gotta treat us better than
It's a
that.
love-hate relationship. My brother moved to Oklahoma and bought a house up there, and he came back to visit, and he had Oklahoma plates on his truck, and I was like, bro. He said, I know. I feel like a traitor.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
dead.
Derek knows all about that.
He's dead at that point. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right, yes.
Listen, the pandemic, you watch this segue, you'll love it. As the pandemic, because of the pandemic, there was a really, really significant blood shortage. And so I tried donating blood to the Red Cross. I'm never going to do it again. There were so many stupid questions. Whose blood is it? Where did it come from? Why is it in a bucket? Come on now.
That's hilarious.
Made him cry.
I'm gonna see you out on that one. Oh. All right, Britt.
Well, I don't think I have any blood jokes.
No, just roaches falling out of
But,
the damn seat.
yeah, I can talk about roaches if you like.
Yeah.
Well, since Chris brought up Oklahoma, since I've already talked about pizza, I've been talking to my kids a lot about government. There's a lot of divisiveness here in the U.S. You got people way on the left, people way on the right, and I've been talking to my kids about the importance of unity and being in the middle. So I've been trying to teach them a whole lot about democracy and how democracy works. So last night I said we're going to do a little lesson in democracy, so you guys can vote what we're going to do for dinner. So they both voted and they said pizza, and then I made tacos because we don't live in a swing state.
That's the beautiful thing about dad jokes is they're freaking terrible. Oh man. Oh, all right, Derek.
I will say what has been cool about like posting more on LinkedIn and getting to know more people is you meet people from all walks of life, different careers, different countries. It's been pretty cool. And one I met, real interesting guy. He's a teacher, and one of the weird thing about him is he never farts in public. So he's a private tutor.
Oh,
Jess, I'm supposed to see myself out of that, not you.
I did not see that one coming. Oh man, Kelsey Lips is in the house. What is up, Kelsey? You just missed a good one. You've missed 2 rounds. That's okay though.
Is this? I must have missed it. Is this recorded? People can play it back.
Yeah, it will be. Yep.
So I need to go back. I need to go back and get y'all's jokes. There's some good ones so far.
Yeah. It'll be here on where everybody's watching it now. Will be the actual post available for replay, and then it'll be on YouTube too. Yep.
Great.
Yeah. All right, Jess.
Okay.
That's a tough one right there to beat.
I don't. I love LinkedIn, and I'm making such great connections. I used to be a Facebook user, and I've since left the platform almost entirely. Occasionally, I'll I'll kind of scroll through my newsfeed. And the other day I was scrolling through my newsfeed, and you know how they have those ads that pop up for things that Facebook thinks you need or want. So I got a Facebook ad for a coffin. And I thought to myself, that's the last thing I need.
I think spit just literally came out of my mouth on my computer.
That's solid. I like that.
It's pretty solid. Like it was so solid. It took it about 2 seconds to sink in.
Those are the best ones.
I know, right? Oh man! All right, Britt.
So I was telling these guys before we got started here that this summer I'm working with my kids. We're going to launch a new YouTube channel called 𝙏𝙤𝙠𝙚. We're going to start with teach dad to ride a bike because I don't know how to ride a bike. But you know, I like spending time with my kids. I like teaching them lessons. My oldest son, he just getting ready to start his first job, but he keeps making the process take longer and longer than it needs to for him to actually get started. He's such a procrastinator. And I keep telling him, son, if you keep procrastinating, you're going to miss out on a lot in life. And his response was, just wait, you'll see.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh.
We should put a warning when you put this up on YouTube. You should put a warning that you watch this at your own risk.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh.
I tend to post some jokes about, I dated this girl once, or you know, my wife said this once. So I share with my wife these jokes, and she always gives me good feedback in a lot of ways in life, right? About my jokes, about other things. And one time we're driving somewhere. She's like, you know, Derek, you really have no sense of direction. I just thought, where did that come from?
What's that Ariana Grande song? Thank You Next.
Yeah, that's right. Next, get out of here.
I don't know how to get through the next joke.
Oh my God, y'all.
No, seriously, I went to the doctor the other day, and they told me I needed to make. I'm sorry, I can't stop.
Don't worry, we'll get through this. We'll get it.
Yeah, we'll get through it together.
I went. Sorry.
Do we need to take a meditation break?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I don't have any commercial. I do have a commercial video if we want to watch it.
I hope it's not funny. I went to the doctor the other day, and I had to make a follow-up appointment. So I went to the receptionist, and she tried to set me up. She goes, how about 10 next Thursday? And I go, I really only need one. No wonder healthcare is in the state. Jeremy said we're here for you.
Yeah. Oh man.
So I have been thinking.
Just next.
I have been thinking about getting back in the restaurant business. I think I'm going to start a restaurant that serves only pizza and crabs. I'm going to call it Crust Stations.
I get it. I like it.
Oh my God.
That was solid, man.
Oh. Oh.
He's grown and I like it, man. That's solid.
Oh. Jess is having a come apart up there. Oh.
So in my another life, I wanted to be a magician. I remember seeing a magician as a child. Really blew me away. And actually just saw one recently. And the funny thing, I don't know, he had chocolate in his shirt. And I don't think anybody else saw that, but yeah, he had a bunch of Twix up his sleeves.
I feel like I'm having a seizure.
Jess's reaction over there is the best part of this whole thing.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, have any of you guys ever been to Hawaii?
No, I never have.
No. I was wondering if they allow loud laughing in Hawaii, or is it just aloha?
All right. I'm gonna reset here. All right. What do you call a small witch on the run from the law? A small, medium, at large.
Oh my God.
That's so good.
That's a really good one.
Oh, a small, medium, at large.
I like that one.
That was good.
I'm gonna stop private tutor.
I know, it's like that was.
So there's a lot of with the pandemic, a lot of people have been worrying about health a lot, and there's always seems to be some new health fad. And one I actually tried, turned out to be really stupid, bad idea, but it was rubbing ketchup in my eyes. I know it now that it was a bad idea. I guess that's hindsight for you.
Now they're starting to get painful. They're really starting to get painful. I mean, I like telling dad jokes. Sometimes you laugh.
I've been talking a lot about pizza, and nothing goes better with pizza than beer. And if you ask me, I don't know what Alex Hall would say, but if you ask me, a well-balanced diet is a beer in each hand. And I don't know about you, but I PA a lot when I drink beer.
Where is Alex? Is he still here?
I think he left.
I think he saved himself.
I have another guy I met, buddy. I met him on LinkedIn. He used to be a roofer. He wasn't the best, but he was up there.
I have no words for that. The thing about dad jokes, or maybe I'm just a little slow. My wife will tell you I'm a little slow, but they always take a minute to sink in. Like sometimes I have to go, huh?
Got to think through it.
Yeah, I got to think through it. I don't know, Alex. If you ever make it to the U.S. and come down to Texas, we're going to get you with a beer in each hand. I promise you. Yeah.
Where in Texas are you?
Jacksonville. It's 2.5 hours southeast of Dallas. Yeah.
I've been to Dallas, I've been to Austin, and I've been to San Antonio.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed San Antonio. It was a great place.
Yeah.
There's no joke there.
I was waiting for it.
That's the
Obviously,
thing.
you've never been to San Antonio then.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, you tell dad jokes, and people are like, anything you say, they're like, well, "Where's the punchline?" Like, there's no punchline. I'm just telling you something. I'm talking to you.
Right.
Well, if it's 25 minutes of rapid fire dad jokes, one after the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, I had mentioned before that I saw this ad for a coffin on Facebook, and I was wondering why it popped up in my newsfeed. And then I remembered I read this really interesting article about glass coffins and how they are all the rage. I don't know if that's true. Remains to be seen.
That's the creepiest thing I've ever seen, man.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know about dad jokes,
Imagine
but Dr.
going
Death definitely
through
wins for the creepiest between the
Yeah,
blood joke and that
going
one.
through
The blood, the coffin, those are.
It's already bad enough to be at a funeral and see the remains of the person up there because they never look great. You know what I mean? Like, loved ones or not, it's not always the greatest thing to look at. But to be in a glass coffin where you see the whole, that's creepy AF.
Well, in my defense, I was studying to be a forensic scientist, and for a long time, that was my career goal. And so I think a lot of the dark humor that I've picked up
Yeah.
is from those days.
Yeah.
And we see that a lot with first responders. A lot of dark humor to get through the day because they're just dealing with absolute,
Yeah, absolutely.
It's really difficult.
Yeah.
And they burn out very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So their coping mechanism is often dark humor.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. They taught us that. I was a cop in a former life, and that's one of the things they teach you in the academy.
yeah.
Was how to cope with it. And then that was one of the things they talked about was the dark jokes and the dark humor, because it's the only way sometimes you can.
I had a good friend. He had a private practice, and he was a doctor. And I remember him telling me, like, he had worked with morticians, and that they were honestly some of the funniest people he'd ever met.
Yeah.
I think it's for that reason, like being around mortality and death, and just
Oh, all right. Who's next? Anybody else got anything? I think we've done 5 rounds. So we got plenty of time if y'all have.
So I have a group participation one that I'm going to do in honor of Brad Wolf because he threw it out there. So
Brad
Wolf, this one's for you. Well, he'll have to catch up with the video later then. All right. So I need group participation here. So what is a pirate's favorite letter of the alphabet?
R.
No, they love the C.
That's a dang it. That's a lose-lose, man. Either way.
No.
You just said no.
I
I just want to say this might take the cake for the best comment.
It's pretty messed up. I mean, when we're talking of coffins and funerals and stuff, I actually went to a funeral recently, and the widow, her husband passed, and asked if anyone would like to get up and share a word. So yeah, I got up. I said plethora. Went and sat down. She turned around to me after and said, "Thanks. That means a lot."
Oh my God. See?
No.
After that, another guy got up and he said, "Water pit." So the widow turned to him and said, "Thanks. I know you meant well."
No. No.
So I did tell some pizza jokes. Do you guys know the difference between a good pizza joke and a bad pizza joke? The delivery.
Hey, that's oh, man.
That one is pretty good.
And since we're on the topic of pizza, do you know what you call someone who takes forever to decide which pizza to order? Indecisive.
Boy, bye.
Yeah, man.
All right, Jess. Yeah, let him out.
I can't.
Right?
I'll leave these up. I have run out of I've temporarily run out of material.
I think that last one would have put anybody out of their material.
Hey, I can keep going.
No. Well, let's.
Do you know what the hipster, or did you hear about the hipster that burnt his tongue? He sipped his coffee before it was cool.
Oh my
You're
God.
making my eye twitch.
So there's been some big changes in the Peck family, in the Peck household recently. We're buying our first house, and you know, as part of that, I'm one and in Texas, like there's a lot of stuff going on with the energy grid, and in winter, you know, we had some issues, and coming up in the summer, we're probably gonna have our own blackouts again. And so I'm like, man, solar powered. I got to convert my new house to solar powered. But I realize I got to temper myself because I know it's not going to happen overnight.
So
That's terrible.
That's terrible.
So if you've checked out my videos from LinkedIn and you're wondering how did Britt get that dad bod, well, some people lift weights, but I French press. That's a coffee joke if you didn't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. That was good.
Coffee doesn't make you fat.
You know, life, it's like toilet paper. That's what my dad would say.
Oh Lord, here we go.
You're either on a roll or you're taking crap from somebody.
That's cool. Yeah, I've heard that. That's cool.
Yeah, that one is actually.
That's a classic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Father's Day is coming up this Sunday. So my kids actually gave me my present a little bit early. They gave me $100, but then they wanted me to split it with them because they said I wouldn't be a father without them. Yeah, but I'm just kidding about that. What they really said is, Dad, go spend this on something that's going to make your life easier. So I went and bought my wife a present with it.
There you go. That's
Smart man.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm following up on the Father's Day theme. Last year, I got my husband's power tools for Father's Day.
Right on.
He got so excited, like he was all bouncing off the walls, so excited. And I said, "Listen, calm down. It's only a drill."
So on the subject of Father's Day, I'm bad. I sneak, like I'll look at Amazon history, and so I know what they're getting. And one came early, and I opened the package. So my wife, she knows I've been doing dad jokes, play on words, so she got me a thesaurus. So I opened it a little early, and I was looking through, and all the pages were blank, and I have no words to describe how angry I am about it.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Hey, Derek, on the subject of words, I did invent a new word just today. It's called plagiarism.
No.
So good.
Oh my gosh.
One of my first jobs after high school was I worked at a coffee shop, but I had to quit. I was tired of the same old grind.
Chris, you said you were a cop in another life. I was a personal trainer in another life. Eventually, though, I had to give my 2-week notice.
Oh my God, y'all.
So I mentioned the pizza and crab restaurant that I was thinking about opening.
Yeah, let's not talk
Before-
about it.
Before that idea, I had another restaurant that I was going to open. I was going to call it Karma. There would be no menus. You would just get whatever you deserved.
Nice.
Like roaches. Lots of roaches.
Yeah, if you don't get the roaches one, you got to read my post from today.
Yeah.
It'll all make sense.
So you used to be in the restaurant business before you were an accountant?
Yes, 10 years.
Okay. Was it a
10
private
years.
restaurant or was it a franchised?
So I've been in a few different restaurants. So one of the restaurants I was at the longest is actually the top-rated Mexican restaurant in the United States that have been for several years. I was there while I was there. Then when I went back to grad school, I went and worked at a franchise deli so that I could manage my hours a little bit better.
Yeah.
But before that, just been around the block in the restaurant industry for a while. Was really successful at it, but I didn't want to work 60 plus hours a week every day for the rest of my life and not be able to see my kids or go to their sports or do any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's the.
Yeah.
It made good. Like my sister used to be a waitress, and she made pretty good money. But the hours and the being gone, and the biggest rush hours at night. So you're missing the kids. You either take a pay cut to go to work the lunch shift, or you miss out on your kids. So
yeah.
So Britt, I'm just curious, was that why you went back to school to go into accounting, or what was that transition?
Yes. So I like to take the long route places. So I actually started college as an accounting major. And then I decided accounting's boring. I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. And so I switched majors, did something different. I actually went into the ministry for a couple of years, worked at the largest youth ministry in the US for a couple of years. And then I figured out you can't make any money in the ministry. And so I went in the restaurant business. And then I got tired of the hours and went back to grad school and got my master's in accounting and back in accounting. So
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
yeah, Derek, I just realized and you too, Jess. Really, I have no idea what y'all do.
Oh, fantastic.
By design. Yeah.
I had worked one of my jobs while I was saving for grad school was I worked in the restaurant industry for a couple of years. It's hard work. It's such hard work. And I was really just trying to, I was saving for grad school, I was trying to find myself. And I thought at one point I was going to become a plumber, believe it or not. And I just couldn't stand the idea. I thought about it. I just decided not to do it because I couldn't stand the idea of just watching my career circle down the drain. Gotcha.
Got him.
all right. So have you guys been to a hospital lately since they started to loosen some of the COVID restrictions?
No.
So the last time I was in a hospital, it was, when my wife was giving birth, and she started yelling out, shouldn't, wouldn't, couldn't, didn't, can't. And the doctor said, don't worry, those are just contractions.
So you had asked us a serious question of what is it we all do around here?
Yeah.
I am, well, I've got two hats that I wear. I am a proposal writer for a pharmaceutical company. That's how I pay my mortgage. And I am also, before pre-COVID, I was a public speaker,
Okay.
and that kind of speaking engagements dried up because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's no joke here.
Yeah, we're waiting.
Yeah, y'all are waiting, right? You never know when it's going to come. But now I'm pivoting, and I've got a comfortable living doing what I'm doing. Now I'm also writing a book. I'd like to get back on stage one day.
Yeah.
Some motivational speaking, some based on humor, stress management,
Yeah.
overcoming adversity. So I am actively looking to publish the book in December. That is the
Okay.
goal. So add 3 months to that, right? It's like
Right.
yeah.
So is the book completed, or are you still?
I've got chapters completed, but I don't have the book completed.
Okay.
And I don't have a working title yet. Else I'd plug it. So.
I'll see.
That's awesome, Jess. I'm excited to see how that comes along.
Yeah,
Make sure you keep us posted.
Yeah, I'll see myself out. Sounds like a great title.
I like that idea. That's a great title for a book, actually.
Mhm.
See myself out. Overcoming adversity using humor.
Mhm.
Okay, we've decided that's what it is.
Done. Here and now, folks. You heard it first.
Right.
Yeah. I'm totally crediting you guys for that.
Yeah. Hey, John, glad you showed
Hey,
up.
that's not the only good that we've done. If you've been paying attention to the comments, it sounds like we started a love affair between Martin and Jeremy. So
Yeah, I know.
they're loving each other.
I know it.
Oh, I love it.
Like a
I guess-
bromance going on right here.
I guess I'll chime in.
Yeah,
What I do professionally. Used to have a job at the keyboard factory, but I got fired because I wasn't putting in enough shifts.
Oh my God.
Jokes aside, I've worked mostly in like the IT realm and technology. So for the past 6 or so years, I was doing technology consulting. And most recently, I went to work for one of my clients. So I'm currently a software engineer.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
You and I need to have a talk then.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. If it's about your printer or your phone not working,
No,
you can see yourself out because right now.
Submit a ticket. We'll get to you when we
Yeah,
get.
submit a ticket. We'll get around to it. We'll prioritize
No,
it. We'll
no.
circle up on it. Yeah.
No, who gives a shift?
Since we don't have a laughing emoji in LinkedIn.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, a little clap, right?
Yeah. Did y'all? I don't know if y'all saw it. I think I tagged y'all. I might have. I think I did. That post that Brittany Love did the other day on the article LinkedIn wrote about bringing laughter back into the workplace.
Oh yeah.
Everybody was like, "You're such a hypocrite." Like, don't even go there.
Mm.
It definitely does highlight something though, like you were saying, Jess, that I think, I'll forget how to laugh, we take ourselves too seriously, especially in the workplace. Like there's appropriate humor, time and place for everything, but definitely I think there's a place for it there too.
Yeah. Like nobody just sits around at work. I mean, Britt might because he plays with numbers all day, but nobody just sits around at work not laughing.
I definitely laugh at work. They know my laugh.
And it's like it's on those days where the crap's hitting the fan and stuff's not going right, and it's Monday on a Wednesday and all that. It's the laughter that's gonna,
Gets you through.
it gets you through it, man. I'm glad I work in a place where we all get along. It's all easy going, and if I'm just stressed out, I can take a break and walk into somebody's office and shoot the breeze and laugh and decompress a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it really is the best medicine.
Hey, Chris, I did notice one thing that you might want to add to your broadcast when you do them. You don't have like a legal disclaimer at the beginning. It's important, especially with dad jokes, because, dad jokes aren't for everyone. Like, for example, kleptomaniacs. Dad jokes aren't for kleptomaniacs because they take everything literally.
Who invited this guy?
And I was like, oh, geez, man, this is pretty serious. Oh, crap.
Not even alive.
I'm going to get in trouble here. And then there it is. There it is.
Wow.
I'm sitting there going like, even that cheesy music on my countdown video is like stock music off of Canva because you can't do a cool song without getting copyright permission to it. So I'm sitting there going, man, what
What am I missing?
What is he fixing to say? Yeah, literally take everything out. All right, guys. Do we have anybody in the comments that wants to drop a dad joke? Not that you'll be eligible for the grand prize, but if you want to do that, go ahead and do it. And do any of y'all three have anything to leave us with?
I think I need to meet Martin. I really
Yeah.
big love fest going on for Martin.
Martin's tried to get me in trouble with the law twice. When I was doing the copyright challenge and on there was something else. I don't know, but there's two different instances. He's said that I was a creative accountant and said that I should be locked up because I tried to make people eat bacon. I remember you, Martin.
Thanks for coming by, Kelsey.
Yeah, this was a blast. It was great to meet y'all.
Again?
Yeah, definitely. So we were talking about this backstage, y'all. If y'all are interested in doing more of these, then what we may do is do it in like a series. So whoever wins this one, and then in a few weeks, do another one, and whoever wins that one, and then do a third one a few weeks after that. So you have 3 people, and then have a championship at the end of it. So like in a month or month and a half, the winner of each of those 3 will all come together with their best stuff, and it'll be like a tournament kind of thing. So if y'all are interested, shoot me a DM, or I would say drop it in the comments, but I may or may not see it if you do that. So shoot me a DM, and or if you know somebody that likes to tell dad jokes and would be interested, then introduce me to them, and maybe we can do this.
Hey, so whenever you have Jeremy on the show, just make sure you let me know so I can be in the audience and heckle him.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's all I ask.
Like if Jeremy comes on, he's gonna have no mercy because all 3 of y'all are gonna be cat spit to him. Right, Alex?
Dad joke.
What is that, Alex? What is the UEFA?
It's probably a soccer reference or football reference that we don't get here in the US. I think they have isn't there a big like football tournament going on?
And Martin got it, and he's from somewhere in Africa, so he probably knows all about it too.
Yeah, it's the Union of European Football Association.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Ignorant Americans, we don't know soccer.
Yeah, we don't know soccer. And I'm not a sports person anyway, but I would rather take a butt whooping than watch soccer. To me, it is like the most boring game. You got a bunch of guys running for one thing, like running constantly up and down the field to watch them score, 2 points in 3 hours.
Oh, so Jeremy wasn't even online when I was talking crap about him?
Oh my gosh, what?
Well, yeah, Chris, this was a blast, man. Thanks for putting this on.
I enjoyed it.
A ton of fun.
Yeah, I'm glad.
And I liked all of you guys. You guys.
I know, like this is one of the,
something on my screen, and now you're moving and talking to me on my screen.
Real people.
Amazing. But I've really enjoyed this.
Oh, hey, Kevin, you drop in right here at the last minute and miss it all, or have you been here silently lurking the whole time? Is he going to answer? I don't know. 3 hours. Okay, so 3 hours, maybe so, Alex, but it takes 3 hours to watch the game on TV. So
yeah,
that's what I meant by 3 hours. It's like football, or like American football is an hour. You got 4 15-minute quarters, and it takes 3 hours to watch it. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm fixing to shut this down so I can grab a bite to eat before my lunch break's over. Poll. Yeah, I appreciate this, man. Britt, this was a great idea. I think it was Britt's original idea whenever
Hey,
Go
one
come
final
back.
dad joke before we go. Uh-oh, are we going already?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, if we're not gone already, I just want to say, if you don't know, what do you call a parade of rabbits hopping backwards? A receding hairline.
The hat's off. That's
That one
good.
was especially for you, Chris. So I'm sorry if you missed it.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say, you see that hairline? It's way back here, man.
Wow.
All right, y'all. I appreciate everyone so much. As soon as I hit in, I'm going to put a poll up. So y'all go vote, and we'll announce the winner about this time tomorrow.
Well, thanks,
All right.
Chris.
Thank y'all.
Thanks,
I
everybody.
appreciate it.
Jess, Britt, pleasure to meet you both.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Bye.
See y'all.